France. A maximum security prison. Late morning, guards at every door. Cameras everywhere. Every wall built to stop one thing: men climbing out or digging under. Nobody ever thought to guard the sky. Then came the sound of rotor blades. A helicopter dropped straight toward the yard. 4 masked men. Guns. A rope ladder. 5 minutes later, the prisoner was gone. No tunnel, no riot, no shootout. Just a man who thought to look up. His name was Pascal Payet, and he didn't do this once. He did it 3 separate times, each escape cleaner than the last. This is the story of how one criminal turned patience into a weapon and made an entire nation look foolish. If true crime keeps you up at night, hit subscribe. This story earns it. Because the helicopter isn't the clever part. Almost anyone can hijack a helicopter. The genius was everything that came before it. To understand him, we start at the beginning. Southern France, the summer of 1963. A boy is born in Montpellier. His family soon moves to Lyon, a calm, orderly working city. For a while, life looks completely ordinary. Then the family relocates to Marseille, and Marseille back then is different. A port city thick with organized crime. The streets teach a very different lesson. Small trouble becomes big trouble fast. Pascal falls in with the wrong crowd. Threats, robberies, quick and dirty money. By his 20s, he has a record. Assault in 1988. Conspiracy in 1993. But nothing yet truly defines him. That comes on one November morning. November 20th, 1997. Salon de Provence, southern France. Pascal and his crew have rehearsed this robbery for months. The target: an armored Banque de France van loaded with cash. The plan is simple. Stop the van, take the money, hurt no one. They block the road, force it to halt, and step out. The guards are ordered down at gunpoint, and one obeys. But he refuses to open the back of the armored van. The standoff drags on. Tempers rise. Then it goes horribly wrong. A guard is shot and killed right there on the road. In seconds, a robbery becomes a murder. They vanish with a fortune, hidden behind a wall of smoke. The crew splits up, believing they're harder to trace apart. But tire tracks and shell casings lead police to the others. Pascal does the one thing the rest couldn't. He disappears. For over a year, he lives like a ghost across France. New towns, new names, never staying anywhere too long. You can't catch a man who refuses to stand still. Then, in January 1999, his luck finally runs out. Investigators track him down and arrest him in Paris. Here, most stories would simply end. Caught. Case closed. But inside prison, Pascal does something strange and clever. He becomes calm, polite, the perfect, harmless, forgettable inmate. He follows every rule, causes no trouble at all. The guards begin to relax around him, and that is the trap. The good behavior isn't a change of heart, it's camouflage. Every quiet day buys him something priceless: time to watch. Quietly, patiently, he memorizes the prison like a living map. How many cells, how far the yard is, how wide it runs, where the guards stand, and the exact second their attention slips. Then one question nobody imagines: could a helicopter land here? For almost 3 years he watches, waits, and remembers everything. The staff see a model prisoner. He sees a countdown. October 12, 2001, Lyon's prison. That morning, Pascal acts exactly like every other inmate. At yard time, he walks outside, but he doesn't play. He stops on one exact spot and simply stands still. The others laugh. Then the air begins to shake. A hijacked helicopter drops straight toward the yard. A ladder falls. Pascal climbs it like he's rehearsed it. He pulls another inmate with him. Together they rise into the sky. Within minutes, the place where he stood is empty. France had never seen a jailbreak like it, and the planning behind it was just as impressive. They hadn't grabbed a random pilot, they chose one, forced him to fly at gunpoint. Cooperate and you live. When it was over, they let the pilot walk away unharmed. Payet was free. The manhunt began all over again, but his next move stunned everyone even more. By April 2003, Payet is free. His friends are still inside. So he plans another helicopter escape. This time for them, same prison, same method, a lighter, faster aircraft. Smoke bombs blind the guards below. The helicopter hovers over Lyons. A ladder drops. 3 old associates climb aboard. They disappear into the sky. Weeks later, the entire group is caught again. Now the courts are done being embarrassed. In 2005, he's sentenced to 30 years for the 1997 murder. The following year, an appeal court upholds the sentence. Authorities now fear one thing above all: not tunnels, the sky. So they rewrite the rules. Never let Payet stay anywhere too long. He's transferred from prison to prison again and again. No single jail keeps him long enough to study. He's placed under France's highest surveillance level. Isolation, solitary confinement, constant transfers. Payet fights back. Not with violence, with words. He begins a hunger strike, claims he was moved 9 times in 30 months. To some people, he becomes an unlikely folk figure. Eventually, the transfers slow down, and routine returns. For Payet, routine is opportunity. July 14, 2007, Bastille Day. France celebrates the fall of an old royal prison. Payet sits in solitary at Grasse prison. That morning, 4 masked men hijack another helicopter near Cannes. They force the pilot to fly to Grasse. They land on the roof, cut through the doors, reach his cell, pull him out. From landing to liftoff, about 5 minutes. Before the alarm can matter, he's gone. The helicopter lands near Brignoles. The men scatter. The pilot is released unharmed. 3 helicopter escapes, 1 criminal, a world record for nerve. This time, France refuses to let him disappear again. A Europe-wide arrest warrant is issued within days. The search becomes bigger, faster, more relentless. The man who never stopped moving finally slows down. In September 2007, he's captured in Mataró, near Barcelona, Spain. The following month, he's returned to France. This time, authorities leave nothing to chance. He's held in a secret location for security reasons. More years are added to his sentence for the robberies and escapes. He remains behind bars for more than a decade. Then, in 2019, Pascal Payet is quietly released on parole. Here's the real lesson hidden beneath all those helicopter blades. The prisons weren't weak. The guards weren't careless. They had simply prepared for every direction, except up. Payet's real weapon was never the helicopter. It was patience, the discipline to watch, to wait, to find the one blind spot everyone else ignored. He turned good behavior into a disguise, and time into a weapon. Genius, or just a dangerous criminal. That part is yours to decide, but he saw exactly what everyone else refused to look at. If this story gripped you, hit subscribe, comment below. Real genius or just lucky? I'll see you in the next mystery. Take care.